I know I'm gonna sound like an older person when I say I cannot believe it is already November, but it is. And you know what? So often we just seem to glide over Thanksgiving because anymore it is Halloween than Christmas, which, yes, I am obsessed with Christmas. I know you know that, but I do love a holiday and I do not think we should forget about Thanksgiving. So that's why these cookies are absolutely perfect. They take two of my favorite things, Thanksgiving pie and cookies. What do you think I was gonna say? And they are a delicious pumpkin pie cookie. I know it sounds too good to be true, but let me tell you something. It isn't, and it's so simple. I know you probably are like, you always say it's simple, but these really are, I promise. A few steps, but they are easy steps. To start, we're really just gonna make a pâte sucrée, which is really, I know, a fancy word for pie dough. So we are gonna make pie dough. To start, just in a food processor, because that's easy, put some flour, sugar, and salt. Pulse that a few times just to combine, and then put in 2 sticks of butter. Yes, 2 sticks. Don't question it. It's worth it. Put them in. Just cut them up into a little bit smaller pieces and throw them right in. Pulse it a few more times until it's broken up in about the size of small peas or just little pieces. You can kind of put it in your hand and push it together and kind of see it kind of holds, but not quite. Add 2 egg yolks. Pulse those until they're very well combined. It's still gonna look crumbly. And then through the feed tube with it going, add some ice cold water. You just want to add it until it starts just holding together. You don't want to add too much or it's going to be too wet of dough. Once it holds together, just take it out, flatten it into some plastic wrap, wrap it tightly, then put it into chill. Yes, you do want to chill this. It's going to be way too soft to roll out right away, so don't even try. I already have, and it doesn't work. I promise. Once it's really well chilled, just pull it out of the refrigerator and really flour your surface well. Now, I like to cut it in half just so it's a little bit smaller amount to work with, and put it right onto my floured surface, a little bit of flour on top, and then roll it out to about 1/4 inch. It's pretty thin, kind of like you would a pie shell. Once it's rolled out, you can just start cutting it out with some biscuit cutters. Now, mine are crimped. Yours do not have to be crimped. Use whatever you have, but you do want to have 2 sizes. I have about every size of these cutters from small to large. So I'm picking 2 different sizes that complement each other and are slightly smaller in the center, and you are gonna see why. Cut out equal amounts of the cookies, and then they're kind of gonna be like a sandwich cookie in the sense that 2 whole cookies are just gonna make 1 cookie. Place the bottoms on a baking sheet. You don't want to line it. There's enough butter in this. You do not need to line a cookie sheet. After you've placed the bottoms on the cookie sheet, you just want to mix together the egg whites left over from the dough and a little bit of water until it's frothy. Brush that on each of the base of the cookies. That's going to help the 2 adhere. Then with the tops that you cut out, just use the smaller cutter and make a hole in it, looking like a window frame, and then put that right over the cookie. They fit perfectly because the overall size is the same, and they make a perfect little hole right in the middle. You're gonna see why this is amazing. After all the tops are on, sprinkle them all with sugar. It's just gonna get kind of crusty and delicious that way, and put them right into your preheated oven. While those are baking, you can quick make the filling. Honestly, this is like any delicious pumpkin pie. Mix together some pumpkin, evaporated milk, an egg, vanilla, sugar, cinnamon, ginger, and cloves. If you don't want to use those 3 spices, you can just use pumpkin pie spice. Mix that all together until it's really well combined. And then pull the cookies out of the oven. while they're still warm, you can just put about a tablespoon of this filling onto each cookie. See how they made a little moat for this filling? I mean, seriously, you guys, miniature pumpkin pies. I promise you're gonna love them. After they're all filled, put them back into the oven for just a few minutes. Since it's so shallow, it takes no time to set. Then pull them out, let them cool in the pan for about 5 minutes, pull them off and onto a rack to cool completely, and you have pumpkin pie. It's quicker, it's more simple, but did I mention it is just as delicious, and you can eat quite a few of them and not feel guilty because it's not a whole piece of pie. At least that's my math, right? Guys, seriously, these are so delicious and it makes such a great amount. They are perfect for a family get-together for Thanksgiving or for any time. I don't know if your moms did this, but my mom always used the leftover pie dough and just made us little sugar cookies. Well, these are the crispy and flaky, delicious pie dough, but then they have the soft, wonderful filling of a pumpkin pie. They are so delicious and just a great little bite. I cannot wait for you to try them, and I hope they're on your Thanksgiving buffet. If you agree and like this video, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, Instagram, Facebook. We love to hear from you, and I cannot wait to hear what you're doing this Thanksgiving.